What would happen if I ran a machine from 2011 at speeds that you would expect from a modern printer? So currently the Prusa i2 is printing out a hook for my pegboard. Here is the G-code for it, and it's supposed to take 12 minutes to print. It is halfway there. The printer is now doing the final layer of the normal speed hook. I have a different colour for the speed for 150 millimeters a second, which is this one here. Here's the settings, and this one will take 6 minutes. The printer's done. I'll let the build plate cool off for a bit first so that I don't rip the blue tape, and then I'll start the next one. I have removed the hook from the build plate, and there's quite a bit of over extrusion around the sides and under extrusion on the top, but it's a functional part, so it's good enough. Does it fit? It does. The 150mm a second hook has started printing now, and it's quite quick for a machine like this. So this one will take about 6 minutes to print. Okay, it's about halfway through the print. There we go. It is under extruding slightly because I changed the setting from 3mm to 3.3mm for the filament, to try and compensate for that over extrusion. But I think I've compensated for it a bit too much. Okay. I have removed the hook from the build plate, and there's quite a bit of under extrusion. But other than that, it's pretty good. Once again, I have changed the filament to this purple colour, and there's the first layer going, well, the second layer now. It'll take about 5 minutes to print, and it's doing 200mm a second. Okay, the Prusa's onto the last layer. And so far, I don't think going above 150mm a second is worth it. I'm only printing small things on this machine, just because it's such an old machine, and I have better machines for bigger things. And it's only about a minute difference between 150mm a second and, no, 150mm a second and 250mm a second. And that pattern stays the same all the way up to 400mm a second. I have taken the hook off the printer and changed the filament to that blue. In terms of the extrusion, I don't think it's too bad. It's quite stringy, but not too bad. I'm going to print a 400mm a second hook now. I've slowed down the first layer of this print so that it gives me more time to adjust the Z offset, which I have to do manually by turning the stepper motors and lead screws, which isn't great because there's no leveling knobs. If I were to try and adjust the Z offset with the leveling knobs, then I'd have to use a spanner, and by that point, by the time I've adjusted that, then the print will have already failed or completed. Okay, the printer is, let's see, 90% done with about 57 seconds left. There it is. The fourth hook has finished printing, and it's not great. Hang on. Can I try and get it to focus? No, it's not going to focus. Okay, anyway. It's not great. There's a lot of stringing, some inconsistent extrusion, but yeah, not great. So the best speed is 150 millimeters a second for that machine. Here's all 4 hooks lined up.